Welcome back to the very last series of the Throwdown OCE Open Series, Day 2 of League Play. Yummy Cheeseman is there. This is Korea Lord, and I'm losing it. I'm Mysterix. Hello.
You forgot my name?
I actually called Korea Yummy Cheeseman yesterday.
You also called me Thomas like 3 times.
Did I?
Yeah.
Thomas?
Thomas. Not even a Thomas.
Not even the tank engine. Simple Physics Darksided, our last series of today, and of course coming to an end and wrapping things up. This is a doozy. Or you could just not answer me, just say, yeah, it's not.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's not. Well, Simple Physics, they came in a lot stronger at the end of that series, but the big juggernaut right now of the competition is Darksided. They 6-0'd yesterday. Not only that, it was against Tainted Minds that they felt like they were in control, and no one controls Tainted Minds.
No one puts.
They controlled Jam Gaming, and Jam Gaming had a huge day today, which also suggests that Darksided are the titans of this competition.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add on that one. Simple Physics are somewhere in the bottom of the ladder. Darksided are easily top 2, most probably top 1. So I just go all Batmobile and hope like the Marvel.
Darksided undefeated.
PC
Simple
channels.
Physics have 1 point. So it's pretty straightforward as to what we're expecting out of these two teams. And I think this kind of cements positions for both teams. That's why this is an important series. Are Darksided like 1? Are Simple Physics the bottom? We're finding out in this series.
Definitely are. I think Simple Physics really need to take their warm-up in that last game and bring it into here. But I have to say, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. Dumbo being an addition, what it really seems the change is work ethic.
Yeah.
Dumbo, he's obviously got the most hours out of anyone in the OCE region. And as a team, they're talking to me about, we're trying to work on this. These are the stuff that we're figuring out today. And it's showing on the pitch because they're having so much control. They seem so clean and they're not particularly having a lot of mistakes.
That's really scary for the other teams as well. If they're like that this week and they have 5 more days of practice for next week, there is no way they're not just going to power through the entire competition. And I think this will be a small road bump for them.
Well, I think I'm going to be excited for when Darksided take on the Chiefs as well.
Yep.
That, for me, will cement where Darksided are. Because at the moment, they're first because they're undefeated, right? And we're expecting this to be a bit of a wash. But when we go up, Darksided go up against Chiefs, then that's just going to be like, okay, definite first, or can they be challenged? Yummy, today, though, we still got to look at Simple Physics taking them on. Do you have hope?
I mean, of course I have hope. I love the players on Simple Physics. AEM's my homeboy.
Okay, yeah.
It's my guy.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah,
no,
everything before but doesn't matter.
The thing is, Darksided is way too clean. They don't really have a lot of holes, and I think that's really what Simple Physics rely on. So I'm going Darksided 3-0.
Yep,
3-0. It's going to be clean.
Yep, 3-0. I think it's going to be clean. I think
We still have 47 seconds before the game starts, guys.
We're just like, yep, Darksided are going to win. I guess for anyone who's just joining us as well, if you don't know why Darksided have been so clean, 3-0, back-to-back yesterday, and Darksided put on a performance that can only be explained as clean, pristine, and
But that was
controlled.
one day, and you see it time and time again with teams having one day of great competition, or I think Chiefs are a great example of one day of a lesser competition that you'd normally expect. So they need to keep consistency. If they don't, it could have just been that yesterday they played fantastically, and today it might not be the same Darksided.
Well, if I had to pick a day to play my best, it would definitely be against Tainted Minds and Chiefs and getting those
It was Jam yesterday.
Sorry, Jam and Tainted Minds getting the 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah, well, we'll have to find out if Simple Physics can sneak a game away from them, or if that ball can do whatever the heck just happened their career. Darksided taking on Simple Physics right off the bat. Shady hits it into the goal. Desu saves it away, but look at this. Darksided, they're looking for trouble.
Yeah, you're just going to need to have hope. If you're going to go up against Darksided, and that's what they had, and that's how it worked, Lim gives them the spark.
That was unexpected. That was a great setup, and Simple Physics are ahead.
It's the good old open goal strat. If you can see it, you can get the goal.
You take it. It's yours. Well, that start from Simple Physics is going to be a positive one. Let's see if Darksided can push back. Shady missing the ball. Not sure what that was about. Daisu now centering it. Over to Express. Not really getting anywhere with it. Interesting pass. Shady over the top. Lim reaches up. Saves it. Very creative. It's been my word of the day. Shady centers the ball. Over to Express now. Hits it on the backboard. Darksided not getting off to the strongest start, but you can see they're setting it up here. Shady down. Express here as well. But Lim setting himself up. Dumbo with the save. Daisu with the score. Okay, Darksided, this is not good.
Yeah, this is very unexpected. The team of Darksided have such great defensive players. The fact we're seeing their goals pretty much undefended, excluding, Dumbo on the backboard just there, is shocking.
Yeah. 4 minutes remaining, Simple Physics ahead. Remember I said if they could sneak one game off them, well, this is what you want. Against Darksided, if they don't go clean 3-0, could be the difference between Darksided first and second at this rate. Bump out of the way. Daisu trying to score that one. Shady. Over to the side. Express. What the heck is going on? That demolition onto Dumbo. I guess caught Express by surprise. AOE for the lob. Doesn't get it past Shady. Here comes Dumbo. Express as well. The shot's there. Angled in. Saved away by Daisu. The explosion means that the goal may be open for a little bit. Bumped away is AOE. Shady over the top. Read well by Lim as they lob it to the other side. Good clear, good demolition. But what does it really mean? Daisu there with the angle. Number 3 is moments away. AOE can't score it. And Darksided survived to see another day.
Oh, but it was threadbare. They are really struggling against the offense of Simple Physics. And with 2 minutes gone and 2 goals down, that's not a position you want to be in.
Darksided pushing up from Shady. Misses the ball. It's not much. It's not very like him. Express now centers it over to Dumbo. In the corner, Dumbo misses the ball. What is going on with Darksided? There's 3 minutes remaining, and Simple Physics are leading.
Yeah, man, if you can't connect to the ball, at least they're connecting with the cars, getting the demos to try ruin the rotations of Simple. But the accuracy we expect from Darksided just isn't there.
No, this does not look clean. Daisu sending the ball up. Simple Physics hold. Over to Darksided again, trying to send it in the back of net. Lim saves yet another goal. Off the backboard, it's not directed elsewhere. Lim actually following with the ball and Express unable to get that touch. Just over 2 minutes remaining. The demolition from Shady, that's what you want to see.
Good finish off, starting to get themselves onto the scoreboard. Maybe we're starting to see what their plan was. They've done so many demos this game. Maybe it's a new strategy. They're pushing forward to try open up the net a little bit more, and they felt safe going into Simple Physics with it.
Couldn't see any boost on AOE, yet Darksided still pushed through, and 1 goal now separates. Shady pops it up, looking for the goal off kickoff. Will be sent away, and then right back into the heart of it. Not met midair. Daisu incoming. AOE holds defense. Dumbo setting it up. Quick demolition on the side from Lim. It's Express. Express there. And AOE launches another goal.
I am seriously worried. Darksided conceding more goals in this one match than they did through most of yesterday.
This is a concern. Simple Physics 2 minutes away from securing another point, from taking one from Darksided. This is literally like Scylla take on Chiefs all over again. Except 2 different teams and 2 different organizations. There's a shot again. Simple Physics up 3.
At the rate we're going, we're going to see a Brazil against our rank 1 seed, Darksided. The other side of this as well is it's closing the gap. We have our top team versus our current bottom of the ladder, and they're slowly bringing the cat's whiskers together.
But what a good showing from Simple Physics. And like you said, closing that gap could mean there's so much hope for Simple Physics, and they're just outclassing Darksided here. A minute 30, 3 goals separate. AUM missing that ball, but Lim still able to push up. Dumbo has to leave it for Lim. Daisu. Nice angle. There's the shot again. Saved by Shady. Minute 20 remaining. Into the back of net.
They are just getting peppered. If anything, I was expecting this game to go the exact opposite way.
I think we all were, Korea, but Simple Physics look like they might just have game 1. And the way Darksided are going, it's just leaving us speechless here. Simple Physics beating the best. The shot into back of net. Looking for the finisher is Shady. It's sent away. 1:10 to get 4 goals is a big ask. Dumbo hitting the ball up to Shady. Darksided now positioning. AOEM. His ball is red. The shot's there. Saved away. And 1 minute remaining. Korea, this is very, very surprising. There's 45 seconds. It's going to hit the backboard. Dumbo's going to come in. But they're just not playing like themselves here.
Yeah, we're seeing remnants of the plays of yesterday, some passes that are starting up but just not getting finished. But mostly this is simple physics finding the huge holes that Darkside's leaving in their plays. Yummy was worried about them not finding it, but it's like trying to shoot a hole in Swiss cheese.
That's right. Pretty much already there. AOEM sets the ball up, 15 seconds, and this is Darksided with a loss in Game 1. Game 1 against Simple Physics. Who would have thunk it?
I got nothing. This is a game where we're going into it. We expected big things coming out of Darksided. Simple Physics simply showing up, and Darksided dropping down.
This is just a really good start from Simple Physics. They have the opportunity now to get 2/3 points. And every single time you watch Darksided, you say, oh, these guys are clean, pristine. They're out of control because they're just so damn good. And now, Simple Physics, baby. They're back. They're back. We've got a good team taking down Darksided. Game 1, I'm now a believer. If we could bring up the predictions again, like, I'll go for Simple Physics.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, let's be honest. It could work. I mean, like, well, you know, yeah, I've just been told I chose what I chose. Unfortunately, thank you very much to our producers.
You can't change outfit and then also get to change your
you
prediction.
know what? I wanted to be different. I wanted, like, what's the point of wearing these if they can't be seen?
We'll get you a yellow suit
You
to
know?
go with Wolfie's red suit.
It really hurt my pants. But, you know, anyway, worth it. Correct. Moving on. This is the moment for Simple Physics. Like, they can win a series against Seed 1. Or, well, number 1.
Yes.
Right? At this rate, Darksided might be shut out by one of the lowest teams in the league.
Yeah, it could be a potential sweep, which would be terrifying for Darksided. Going into this with what expected to be literally the opposite, but their inability to connect with the balls, having so many holes in their play, and as well as the fact that Simple Physics are just running circles around them.
Well, they start Game 2 pretty strong. It's been set up once again. Simple Physics, the ball's in front of net, and there it is. Goal 1 for Simple Physics.
If you thought this was going to be a different game, boy, do we have a surprise for you. Rookie Lim for the 3-man pass play off the backboard. Rip.
This is just a whole new level of gameplay from Simple Physics. Breaching Darksided. Daisu now comes off the wall. Not sure what that was. It was very gentle, whatever it was. AOEM sends the ball cross field. Demolition onto Shady, but doesn't stop Dumbo. Lim comes through. Sends it back. Darksided now setting up a play. Here comes Express. Daisu says no. Off the wall. Dumbo. Cross field. Lim again. There's Shady. AOEM misses the ball. It's been set up for Dumbo. It's been redirected away. Lim follows the ball and now takes it to the other side of the field. 4 minutes, 10 seconds, and time not really a factor right here because Simple Physics feel like they're somehow moving it around, playing with time. A minute has passed and that 1-goal lead giving confidence to Simple Physics.
Yeah, and Darksided trying to use bumps around the goals to give themselves the opportunity, but if you can't take the shot, it doesn't matter if there isn't a goalie.
That's right. Been the best of saves from Darksided. Dumbo gets a clear. Over to Express. Touch over. This is the passing we wanted to see. To Shady. Crosses it. Here we go from Lim. Whatever he's doing, it's fancy. Loses the ball. Gets centered once again. Dumbo hanging around a little bit. Daisu there with the shot, but cleared away. Simple Physics again, just pushing up.
I think there was a perfect showcase there. Dumbo driving straight towards the 100 boost, missing it entirely on a straight run does just showcase that they are not on their game. If you can't hit a boost driving straight, you're not having a good day.
Yeah, it's such a good indicator, Korea. 3 minutes. Now set up for AOEM. Away he goes. Lim's there as well. No one in defense. Dumbo gets back, boosts, and now has nothing in the tank. And Lim waiting on the side. Shots there. Daisu with the save. 245. This is such worrying affairs. Daisu with the setup again. Everything being committed to defense here. Darksided trying to rotate, trying to be as clean as they are, but they're just not. Ball misses. Dumbo passes. There's the shot onto goal, saved by Daisu.
That's what we want to see from them. That is what yesterday was entirely composed of. Beautiful pass play, straight off the ground, with excellent speed as well. May not have got the goal, but it's the play you want that will eventually lead to one.
Daisu waiting on the wall. Clears it away. And Darksided getting himself set up. Express off the back wall. Dumbo again. Darksided have 2 minutes to work with here. That one goal, is it enough against such a big, big team? Express. Back over to Lim. Daisu's here. Express again, centers the ball. AOEM. Second touch. Very crucial for centering this ball. Over to Daisu there. Hits the backboard. Redirected by Dumbo. Again, the setups keep coming through from Simple Physics Korea. Darksided getting some clears of their own, but they're just not as successful. Express not looking in fine form. Simple Physics holding on. It's starting to be an issue. Shady should have this center there. Gets it over the top, and finally, Darksided get the goal.
Yep, finally getting one in. It took a fair amount of time, but based off the way it came, you're looking at AOEM expecting the shot not to come through. He was out of position, and because of that, it allowed them the opportunity. And if you're going to rely on Simple Physics to make mistakes for you to score, as debatably the top seed coming into this game, you're in a rough spot.
Right now, equalizing, that's good enough. That miss works out in the end. AOEM just joined back. Express hitting the ball over, and now passing play begins for Darksided. You haven't felt them really come online. There's just this one miracle play. Shady over to Dumbo there. Center still comes through. Simple Physics. Bare minimum. Want to force this to overtime with a 1-goal lead and losing that control. That is not going to find the 2-0 start to this series. 45 seconds. A demolition from Lim. Dumbo still in the corner. Daisu over the top. Passes it back up. The angle there. AOEM needed to hit that, but Lim cleans it out.
Yeah, both Darksided there in defense, ready and waiting, but it doesn't matter because Simple Physics with a way better read, allowing Lim to get right on through.
That is a start and a half for Simple Physics. This could be the major upset. And although at the start we talked about this game not really holding too much in our favor for Simple Physics, they have denied expectations. They have taken us into a different magical world. One that would not be expected of Simple Physics. And now, with 15 seconds left remaining, Darksided have yet only one play to make. And here it comes. Shady off the wall, tries to bounce it down, and Dumbo hits it back around. Off the roof comes AOEM. Shady with the center, denies it away from Express. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Simple Physics just won a series.
What a showing from Simple Physics. These are the underdogs that are coming through with the help of their rookie Lim, getting those 2 goals off 6 shots against the powerhouses. That was Darksided. They have renewed hope, not only in themselves, but for the audience and them too.
But not only that, I mean, Simple Physics, this is a set of 3. So if you've joined us, well, that's very silly because it's about to end. But if you have just joined us, there is one more game to go. In a set of 3, all 3 games are to be played. Now, 75% just went for Darksided. Not bad. However, 75% actually went for Simple Physics.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened in those times. It's probably like those poll results come in at game 1, after game 1. I'd be curious how many people flip-flopped after game 2. Thank you very much, producer. May as well just get him on the desk, have a conversation. But game 2,
Got great hair.
now people flip-flopped because Simple Physics what?
Yeah, well, the audience is backing them now. Our underdogs who were struggling, you had the guys that were pushing on a team that was coming just outside the top 3 last season. They missed out, and their 2017 was not a good year for them. These were the guys that were playing on the subs for the team that just narrowly missed out. And now they're like, you know what? We're hungry. We didn't get our prime position. We didn't get what we deserved.
Yeah.
And now we want to make the big push.
From what we thought was going to be a 9-0 start for Darksided in league play after just 1 week, has turned into Darksided becoming 6-2. Simple Physics, they've won a series. I bet they're stoked as anything. If they get a 3-0 here, then we're going to be very confused. We're already so confused. Setup was there from Simple Physics, and they are just having the series of their life. Climbing out of the bottom of league play, this win could mean so much, and this shakes up the standings even more.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if Darksided can fix this for next week, they may be the only team that beats Darksided, which gives them that free leverage of potentially 3 games.
That's right. Game 3 hasn't begun really until that first goal gets sunk in. Darksided getting that close shot. Now set up again. Here comes Dumbo off the roof. Shady. Unable to come through. Simple Physics now, after a minute, now setting up their play. Lim, that's a beautiful shot. Saved away by Dumbo. AOEM waiting off the wall. Daisu's here as well. Centering the ball. Over to Lim. Be super careful right now. That demolition went onto AOEM. Unable to do anything. Now Shady going for the dribble. Gets it past one. A high mechanical play that does not come out well for him. Darksided still have possession of the ball down this side of the field. Express waiting in center field. Sets up for shot 1.
Love the play there. Shady setting up the shot initially, then trying to go for the bump, knowing that his shot is on. Unable to get it, but setting up the play so he can follow up to Express. So many opportunities. They're eventually going to crumble.
First game where Darksided have actually gotten the first shot. So this is hopeful. However, it is still grim for them. They want the bare minimum game 1. Can they hold this? 3 minutes 30 remaining. Simple Physics on the defense. A lot of people missing the ball here. But it gives Darksided an opportunity to strike, and they continue to throw in that demolition. Will secure another.
The demos and the bumps that we saw in the first game that weren't turning out so well have finally turned back around, where we're seeing the huge plays come out and giving them that huge lead.
3 minutes. Darksided 2 up. 2-1 for Simple Physics. Still happy times.
Yeah, they may not be happy losing those first 2 games, but if they can pull one back, be 7-2, at least that's commendable.
That's right. We have not the slightest idea how this has happened today. Caught us off guard. Simple Physics now centering the ball once again. Express doesn't get the second touch, so this should be reached by Simple Physics. Actually, it hits the ground. Centered again, AOEM. Easy save by Dumbo. Almost hit by Daisu. Lim off the wall will not receive ownership of that ball. Simply a contractual obligation as the ball dropped down again. And Darksided back on board.
Yep, they are slowly closing out this game. Maybe another best of 5 teams today, but best of 3 yesterday.
This, for me, is great that Darksided have maybe found their condition against Simple Physics way too late in the series. And Simple Physics are still putting the fight on. It's 3-0, but there's 2 minutes 30 remaining. Let's see how they go. AOEM setting up for the shot. The pass play! They're still in this.
Yeah, Lim, you fiend, sneaking one by again. So many shots and so many goals. This is a great season for the rookie. And the passes from AOEM, reliable.
2 goals separate career. Simple Physics can easily do this. Darksided have like a really good start to the game, but look at this. Off the kickoff, AOEM. Close. This ball should be centered. Knocked in by Lim.
And there we see it again, a repeat of the last situation. The pass from AOEM, leading himself into Lim. Closing the gap. If they can do it this fast over and over again, they may just take the lead.
Simple Physics, 1 goal separates. Darksided, will they be 3-0'd by Simple Physics? Will the top team drop? This is the big question we have to ask. Simple Physics now pushing the ball up again. Lim has been a star, a trooper, a sniper, a shooter for Simple Physics. Will he hold that consistency for the next 2 minutes? Lim push back. Daesu there as well on the defensive. Simple Physics want to get this ball out of this side of the field. 2 minutes remaining. 3-0 for Simple Physics is such a big deal. Darksided not getting a point out of this match, an even bigger deal. This is nuts. Daesu now, the flick. Nice touch. Lim almost knocking it in.
Yeah.
AOEM's here as well though, Korea. But as you were saying,
Trying to get that third goal. Lim wanting a hat-trick against Darkside, single-handedly getting as many goals as they were trying to go for.
setups there. AOEM actually getting the second touch, and Dumbo now has to play very defensively with this pass. Daesu gets it past. Dumbo there, over the top, helping the clear with the help of Shady. AOEM passing it back, and Simple Physics, you got to say that they're trying to strangle out Darksided. How's the boost situation? You have to ask. Dumbo now, out on the wing. Express here as well. Ready for the center touch. Express with the shot and a miss. Means Simple Physics lose another.
Yeah, Express with some good pathing, realizing what Shady's going to do. He took his time. And that is something that we need to see more of. Playing a little bit more confidently, recognizing when you're not exactly on form, and then taking measures accordingly.
Lim so on point with these shots, but sometimes in the defense, a little bit unfortunate there. A minute remaining, 2-goal lead for Darksided. Simple Physics now, that's going to be so much harder to come back from. AOEM setting the ball up. Again, around from this corner, AOEM not going to find the second touch. Shady, a clear directly down middle. Lim sends it back. Dumbo's in defense, keeping it high. Daesu receives, over to Lim. Shady waiting on this wing. Now Express doesn't get the ball. Demolition over to Daesu will stop that aggression, and that could be it, ladies and gents. The story of Simple Physics, it's not over, but Game 3, it's not going to be a clean sweep. It is not going to be destruction of all sorts, but it's still going to be a very successful series. Hold that thought as Daesu comes back in. That was my hopes. Those were my dreams. However, for Simple Physics, holding 2 games over Darksided is still going to be an achievement.
Oh, more than that, Darksided is potentially the team that may concede very few games over the course of this tournament. So if you can get this steal now, it makes up for the huge deficit they went into today.
Well, Simple Physics, what a run this was. And this series surprised us. Darksided will take 1 game, but taking 2 losses along the way.
Yeah, I've got Shady missing there as well. It just shows you they weren't happy with their performance, especially if they're putting in all that extra training. I'm hoping over the next 5 days they can pull it all together.
What a performance from Lim. What a match of all sorts from that rookie. Yummy cheese, man. Welcome back at a very important time.
Hello.
How was that for you? Because that was great for me. Simple
It was
Physics.
great. I love that Simple Physics are now back in it.
Yeah.
You know, we thought at the beginning of the series that they were out. Simple Physics had a huge match where all 3 of their members stepped up. You know, I was pointing out Daesu earlier in the day, but I felt like AOEM had a star performance in the midfield, and Lim obviously had that big game in game number 3, as well as getting 5 goals over all 3 games. So Lim had a step up, so did AOEM. Daesu was solid, but in the end, one thing I think I failed to really think about is that yesterday, Darksided was so clean. They weren't making mistakes, but they weren't also being like amazing. They weren't winning by a whole lot. They were just choking out their competition, forcing mistakes. As soon as Darksided made any mistakes, that's when their game plan crumbled. Dumbo and Express. Dumbo was making mistakes. Express just wasn't that MVP player we saw yesterday. He was outstanding. He was the best player of the day. Today, he wasn't that next level.
Yeah, I think it was across the board as well. A lot of the potential you normally see from Shady too.
I think Shady was really good.
I don't think it was bad. I just don't think you saw everyone coming out the same potential that came out at it.
To weigh in there, gents, I think it's hard to point out good players when a team loses like that. And I think that Darksided, like, I agree that Shady, I think, did play well. But it's hard when you look at Darksided because as a unit, they really didn't.
I mean, as a unit, they were fine. They were just relying on a very steadfast team. Like, they had a lot of trust in each other. They were looking to make good plays around the pitch. But as soon as one miss happened, they weren't ready for it because they were so ready for a pass that all of a sudden they had to scramble.
That's why the praise goes over to the side of Simple Physics, because they had probably their best series yet.
Yep.
That was cleaner than I've ever seen. And the fact that this puts them back in the running, it means teams like Lovedex, other qualifying teams, I should say, now are no longer safe.
Yeah, it puts Lim especially. He was the one who was like, we want to climb slowly up until that 6th spot to get into that gauntlet and to improve to the point that we can make a bit of a run in that gauntlet. And it looks completely possible now. And on the other side, Darksided have proven that the competition's completely open, that Chiefs are taking losses, Darksided are taking losses, Tainted's taking losses. Anyone could be on top.
Competition is tighter than ever, Yummy and Courier. That's why we have to have a look at the standings and see exactly where people sit. We win when we can, actually sitting on top here.
Yeah, they have less losses than Darkside, more losses, but they have overall got an extra entire series win over the top of numbers 2 and 3.
But I think it's quite interesting as well, because teams like Darksided, Tainted Minds, and Chiefs are sitting below we win when we can. Retirement home. Chiefs, of course, haven't played that extra series, nor have Darksided, but the fact that they're beatable, the fact that they can bleed, means that no one is safe. Lovedex are not out of the running. Simple Physics are not out of the running. There are a couple of points that separate the competition.
Yeah, and only 3 teams actually have a positive win rate. Tainted Minds breaking dead even. It does show you that most players still have the opportunity to break not just into the top 6, but maybe even take a 4th slot, which is a huge difference. It means you can sit back for the beginning of the day, know you've secured a certain amount of prize money, and be confident and looking forward.
Yeah, if you come 4th or higher, you guarantee yourself at least $1,000. And you, of course, miss out on that first match, which is really that hard one because you got 5th and 6th, neither team having any kind of advantage.
Now, individually, we have to look at who performed the best today. Yesterday, it was Express, but today, it's a whole new Easter egg hunt of MVPs.
Well, earlier today, I said that there was a team to watch because of their performance, because of their playing up to other teams. That was Jam Gaming, and the MVP for today was Walcott of Jam Gaming. He's not necessarily the star that gets all the goals, but today he was getting the goals, he was controlling the pitch, he was getting the assists, he even got plenty of saves. He was the man of the hour.
Definitely deserved it as well. I think Walcott today had one of the best performances I've seen him on, and to see him in that spotlight and to finally see him, taking that extra bit of control as well. Not that he never does, but it was just that extra little hint of spice that made it exciting.
I just love seeing that he has adapted so much already, and there were some mistakes, but that means he's got room to finish up and clean up his play.
We expect to see him in tournaments like the OCE Championship as well. Sign-ups are now open. Throwdownesports.com. 2 spots towards RLCS. That's what OCE want, and that's what they'll be fighting for, the OCE Championship, on our website there. But thank you very much to Yummy Cheese Man and to Courier Lord. We are going to be back with you next Saturday, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, where League Play Day 3 will continue. It's bye for now, but not forever.